Hi, this is Steve with Triathlon Solutions. Welcome to another episode of Poolside Coaching. Today we're going to build off the 7 elements of athletic movement, and we're going to get into 2 drills. First off, I want to show you the venue. It's a beautiful day today in San Diego. This is actually where I live. It's December 3rd. Great weather again in San Diego. And without further delay, let's get started. 7 elements of athletic movement, just for review, is body position, arm action, leg action, breathing, coordination, smoothness, and relaxation. So with our body position, we want to keep a stream-like, missile-like appearance in the water. We want to press down on our chest. We want to keep a sort of dry patch of space on our head. That lets us know our water level is even with our forehead. And we want to start our leg action from the core of our body, and we want to break the surface of the water with our heels. The kick or the leg action is not so much to make us go forward, but it's just to keep our body straight. Because when the feet drop, they cause drag and slow us down. What I'm going to demonstrate is a proper stroke technique. I'm going to go down and come back, and hopefully you'll see all those elements in action. And one thing I want you to keep in mind is when I do breathe, I'm not reaching my head out of the water, because that would violate Newton's third law of movement, where the opposite reaction is if we lift our heads out of the water, then our feet's going to drag. So breathing is simply just pressing down on your ear and getting a quick gulp of air. And I will use bilateral breathing, which means I'll breathe on both sides. Hope that was helpful. If you see me around the pool, you'll always see me with tennis balls, and it has words written on them. What I have on one tennis ball is perfection and exaggeration. That is the mindset you want to think about when you're doing drills. Drills is not about doing speed, being fast or aggressive in the water. It's about isolating parts of your body and focusing on that one aspect of your stroke or your body movement. The other word I have is exaggeration. And a lot of times in swimming, for example, the arms, in order to get the optimal hand entry position, as though we're doing a push-up, we want to say, hey, swim like you're making the letter V. You enter the water so there's a perfect V angle. And that's why we have one of the drills called V that we'll do today. On the other ball, I have all the different drills. There's thousands of drills we can do. What I like about the tennis balls is that they have multiple uses. They don't get worn out. They don't blow away in the wind. I see people come to the pools with cars and things like that, and they can't get them to stick right or they float away. These also can provide nice little self-massages when we're on a hard surface or driving home, that type of thing. So a lot of good things with the tennis ball. So what we're going to do first now is a drill called the blind drill. This is what I have all my athletes do at the beginning of their swim session. And what it is you start off with your eyes closed, and your goal is to make it all the way down to the wall. To make it down to the wall, that gives you a good idea that you're fairly balanced in your stroke for that day. If you pull to the left, pull to the right, then that means there's something you need to think about during the swim. But it gives you a diagnostic of how your technique is for that moment in time. So this drill is called the blind. So the key thing with the blind drill, as you can see, I almost made it, but I pulled off to the right at the last moment. So if I was to perform now a main set and go into the workout, I would say, hey, I need to think about my right arm as sort of dominant as compared to my left. In swimming, as in any athletic movement, the greatest characteristic we can have as athletes is we want balance. So that's where the blind drill helps us out. Of course, with the blind drill, it's optimal to have an empty lane. You do your strokes slow and smooth because you don't want to do real hard and hit one of the rails. It's good to be by yourself, and you only need to do it one way. You don't need to go up and back. So anyway, thank you for joining us in another poolside coaching session with Triathlon Solutions, and we'll see you in the next episode.